Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So we are answering a bunch of questions, and one question is, was Mother Sita enchanted by the golden deer? And this is a very common misconception. Now let us look at what Valmiki himself has said. This is taken from the 43rd chapter of Aranya-kanda. Mother Sita observed the beautiful golden deer and asked Rama and Lakshmana to observe it. Immediately, Lakshmana says that it is Marich Rakshas disguised as a golden deer. He wants Rama that he can change his guise at will, and that this kind of deer does not exist in the world. Mother Sita says, Are putra abhiramo asau mriga harati me manaha anaya ena mahabaho kritartam na bhavishyati. O noble one, that is Lakshmana, this deer is enchanting and is stealing my mind. O mighty armed, let the deer come. It will be our plaything. This is a very important verse. Mother Sita calls Lakshmana as noble, proof that Lakshmana will not leave his brother at the time of need, and that he is mighty enough to win the subsequent war. After addressing Lakshmana, Mother Sita alludes to Rama by saying Abhi Ramo. Rama can never be far away from her mind. She says that the deer has stolen her mind. Sita and Rama always think about each other, so she is alluding to the fact that the deer will cause her to be separated from Rama. Then she says, let that deer come. She calls Lakshmana as mighty armed. The consequence of that separation from Rama is going to be war, and a noble Lakshmana's might will aid his beloved brother Rama in the war. She calls the deer as their plaything, krida artham. This is the most important word in this particular verse. She does not become the pawn in the demon's game. Instead, the demons become their playthings. This is sufficient proof that Sita was not entrapped. Instead, she had every plan to use Maricha as an instrument to further Rama's pastime, to further Rama Leela. The Mother Sita continues to tell Lakshman that the deer will move about their hermitage. After returning to Ayodhya, the deer can dwell in the forest, or they can give it to Bharata or the mothers. If that deer cannot be captured alive, the skin can be useful, proving that Sita was not attached to it. Nobody will want to kill something if they are attached to it. Then she said, Kama vrittam idam rautram strinam asadrisham matam vapusha tu asya satvasya vismayo janita mama. The tradition says that desire is unbefitting to women, but that deer is inducing astonishment in me. Even Rama was awestruck by the brilliance. Babuva Raghavasya api mano vismayam agatam. So was Rama entrapped by Maya? Of course not. How can we say that Mother Sita was? So this is further proof that this was their divine play. Now we need to understand why Maricha's episode was necessary. Rama, being the Paramatma, can switch off the life in anybody's body. He can easily kill all the demons. During the Vibhishan Sharanagati episode, Lord Rama says that with the tip of his finger he can kill all Pishachas, Danavas, Yakshas and Rakshasas in the cosmic creation. So why does he need to engage in a huge war, the starting of which was the arrival of the golden deer? There are two reasons for this. Number one, The Devatas, when they asked Lord Vishnu to take the form of a human being, they requested that he kill Ravana in a war. Therefore, a war was necessary because Vishnu promised the Devatas that he would do so. Another one is that Mother Sita asked Rama a question before all of these events took place. In the beginning of Aranyakand, Rama had promised the sages in the forest that he would kill all the demons that tortured them. In chapter 9 of Aranyakand, Mother Sita told Rama that there are 3 things a man should never do: speak false or specious words, covet another man's wife, and be cruel without any reason, without any enmity. She knows that Rama can never speak harsh or specious words. She knows that Rama loves his own wife too much to even look at another man's wife. But now she was afraid that Rama is going to be violent without due cause. She was concerned that the Lord was going to kill the demons without any necessity. The golden deer and the subsequent kidnap of Mother Sita were the actual reasons why the demons were annihilated. Now there is another reason. The Lord engages in war so that the Devatas get to serve him. The Devatas are descended as Vanaras and they get to serve him. There is also another reason. That is, the Lord likes to exercise his fighting tendencies. In the spiritual world, there is no fighting. So he wants to exercise his fighting potencies. He gets a couple of his devotees to behave as his enemies and he can fight with them. And let's not forget that Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly says that Kumbhakaran and Ravana were indeed Jai and Vijay, and they were the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. So they were great devotees of the Lord, and therefore Rama, or the Supreme Lord, engages his devotees in a war, just so that he can exercise his fighting potency. So there are multiple reasons why Maricha was necessary, but the most important thing for us to know is that Sita is a goddess of all wealth, and she doesn't simply get enchanted by something. That's why she prefaces her entire statement by saying that Maricha, or that golden deer, is going to become their plaything. They're going to use that golden deer to further their own pastime. And that was very important. Sita cannot be trapped by Maya. Only non-devotees can be trapped by Maya. And Mother Sita is the greatest devotee of the Lord. She cannot be trapped by Maya. And this is a very important point to note. Thank you. Haribol.